So here's Vic following the interception. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Ryan Shazier not dropping into coverage. He comes on the blitz and takes him down for a loss of 9. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Here's Michael Vick. Going deep downfield for Ross. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, 3rd down.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. That's the 3rd time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from him. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the 1st quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead. On the ground, this is Williams. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line.
One thing that really impressed me about Joey Bosa is that he doesn't sacrifice the run game trying to get sacks. This guy really knows how to hold the point of attack. Great leverage.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by 9-time Pro Bowler Ed Reed. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line.
Ed Reed showing us why he was so prolific at picking off passes. And then just pick them off, partner. He returns them. Although not on that play, but does have 2 of the longest pick sixes in NFL history.
Yeah, he had one for 106 yards. That was back in 2004. And then he topped that, broke his own record in 2008 with a 108-yard return. The tackle made by the corner, Jimmy Smith.
Watch it now, Barney! Barney! Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
They go play action with Marino. To the right side to Eric Ebron. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
They give it to Peterson. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Ray Lewis up from his linebacker spot to make the play.
I think when people start talking about the greatest Ravens of all time, Ray Lewis's name comes up pretty fast, doesn't it? Tackles like that, just the tip of the iceberg when you start to talk about his talents.
He was their 2nd pick after the move to Baltimore. What was that, 96?
Yeah, 1996. Jonathan Ogden was the 1st.
And Ray Lewis also 2-time Super Bowl champion and the MVP of Super Bowl 35. Open man right side is Smith-Schuster, complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. First time these two have hooked up this afternoon, and it's a 1st down. A first opportunity for the Steelers in the red zone. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17. Now it's AP, Adrian Peterson. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Adrian Peterson taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Steelers have taken a first quarter lead. And he'll put it through to make it 7-0 Steelers. Lutz now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. Shifts by him. And gets by him, and now a little daylight. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. And he is finally out of bounds, but not before taking it down inside the 30.
Well, you gave up the first touchdown of the game, but how about the response? Big-time return. Now it's their chance to try and put points on the board.
Wait, 20! Up! Evil!
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. That is caught inside the 5. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. And his guys are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point by Anderson, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action, and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. Back with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's Steeler football to begin quarter number 2. They've got it 2nd and 10 to start things out. They had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, Peterson. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. And he'll burrow his way forward to pick up the first. He'll grab 3 yards on the play, taking it himself for the first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Peterson. AP still got it. And now running right through it. Adrian Peterson, the 20, 10, and into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Adrian Peterson with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Steelers are able to strike for 6. Lutz now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So out now comes the offense back onto the field. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
Throwing, Vic. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
Hey,
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. On 2nd down, Williams. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Hey, let's go! Eagle. By 90, by 20. Let's go black 2-9. Go.
From the shotgun, it's Vic. He finds Beckham complete. And he takes it down deep into Pittsburgh territory. It's a big play there on 3rd down. 61 yards. Two minutes to play here in the first half. Back to Heinz Field after this. This will be their first trip to the red zone. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 11. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the block.
Oh, and now Vic throwing another interception. Snatched by the safety Ed Reed. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half. And you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest. We're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here. But he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he just throw the ball away and he winds up only picking up a yard or 2.
Watch it now, Barney! Barney!
Marino now off the bootleg. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. Now Sanders. Yards on the return. Picked up some good blocks as well. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Well, it was 2nd long, now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Eagle, eagle. Go, go, go. Orange, orange. And it's the black 2-9. Lion. 300.
3rd and long for Vic. On the crossing route, he hits his man, Amari Cooper. Now a timeout coming here defensively. As on 4th down, may as well make him punt it. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. On the right hash, it's a 43-yard attempt. Anderson's kick is good. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Anderson now to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the 3rd quarter. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with a game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play. I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Let's go.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Forced out to his left. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
White 20! White 20! White 20!
Off the play fake, Vick. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to fourth down.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just one target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target in the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him. Find him. Find him.
12 yards on the return that time. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter three.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up at the half. I think we can go inside the locker room, all right? And I think we would see up on the grease boards, stop them defensively, get the ball back for the offense, and let's go downfield and score. Seems simple, right? The last part, we have to find out that's going to happen. But the first part worked to perfection. Did exactly what they wanted, and now their offense has to pay it off.
See if they can get the latter 50%. Wide open, Amari Cooper. And he gets into the end zone for the touchdown. Amari Cooper, 44 yards. And his guys are able to strike for 6.
That appeared like any routine NFL quarterback, but it was Michael Vick from the pocket, throws a touchdown pass. I just think about the transformation throughout his career. From Atlanta, where he would take off and go at just about the drop of a hat and turn defenses into mush. And then by the end of his career, when necessary, they help get him out of trouble.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
Brandon, you're a big lover of music. How about what you just saw there? This is what I call playing the piano for a defensive lineman. The ability to move laterally up and down the line of scrimmage. How about the way he just flowed and got to the outside part of the field and made that play?
They run again with Peterson. And once again, not much running room, if any at all. Damon Harrison, the one on the stop.
Being strong up the middle is imperative. I don't care what your sport, but in football, when you've got a D tackle who can contribute not only to occupying bodies, but also making plays on the ball carrier, that's when you have the cornerstone of a solid run defense.
On play action, Vick. Now he's going to let it go deep right, and that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. Indeed, they're going for it with Marino. And they're going to try the screen. It's complete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field.
I don't know why you would do that. It's almost guaranteed points the other way. I mean, I get it if it's a late-game situation, maybe even 4th and inches. But, boy, that's a huge risk to take.
Yeah, now they're set up in prime position going the other way. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there. And in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish.
90, 20.
On second down, Vick again. To the left side and complete for Amari Cooper. 75 yards receiving for him now. It's a first down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon.
And this is caught. So he fakes the spike, and they get the touchdown. Odell Beckham from 17 yards out. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. Extra point by Anderson, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Anderson now to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. They start the drive with Peterson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today.
And Marino cannot get away. He goes down. Michael Strahan in there to sack him for a loss of 6.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
They pitch it out to Peterson. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. Just a yard on the gain there, and that leaves him with 14 yards still to go on third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Back now in Pittsburgh. It's the Steelers with the football, but trailing here as we get going in quarter number 4. The Steelers on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 14.
All right, here we go.
Play fake. Here's Marino. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Set. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he'll be hit from behind and taken down. Michael Strahan in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
90.
Vick will look to throw on 1st down. Over the middle, that's caught by Ross. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. That one goes for 24 yards.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, 4th quarter, continuing to throw the football.
And this results in 6. Touchdown. Michael Vick taking it in from 7 yards away. Their lead. So a quarterback scramble, certainly a pass play, but he saw something, tucked it, and got in the end zone.
A lot of quarterbacks. Great play by him.
Anderson now to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Ronnie Lott, the Hall of Famer, with a pick. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Now to try to add the extra point, the lefty Anderson. The extra point by Anderson, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. And now we won't see.
Money back. Money back. Money back. Make it like a money back. Money back. God, I do the Maybach on Monday, Ferrari Friday. This is sweet. Saturday, that's just with plastic. I said, babe, it's. He said, it's a. Them pretty. You look like Beyonce. Looking like money back, money back, money back. Money back, money back, money back, yeah. Money back, money back, money back. Money back, money back, money back. He can tell from the front, I got it behind me. And I park my Bentley truck on my Versace driveway. Looking like money back, money back, money back. Money back, money back, money back. Money back, money back, money back. With me pretty too, they look like bridesmaids.